Hey, I'm Matthew Geiger and I work here at Cape Fear Family Law. Today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the evidence you need to bring to court when you go for child support. This is not a comprehensive list of things I'm about to tell you, but it's some of the basics you might need to know when you go to court for child support. So when you come to court, make sure you have a custody schedule, because I don't know how many nights your kid stays with you. The court doesn't know. So when you bring that to court, you're helping yourself out. You're going to be able to lower the amount of support that you're paying, and that's what you're here for. Print out a calendar off the internet, go to the dollar store if you have to. Any way you can do it, bring it to court, and write down the amount of overnight stays you have with your child. The second thing you need to bring is your income from all sources. Whether you're cutting grass, you're cooking in the kitchen, whatever you're doing to make money, you need to bring those income slips. I would recommend bringing 2 years because it shows a nice pattern of how much you're making. That's important when calculating the amount of child support that you're going to be paying. You could bring 2 years of your tax returns. If you don't file them, then it's time to get up, go to the H&R Block, wherever TurboTax, file those taxes, get it done, come to court, and get your child support reduced to the amount you can pay. It's also important to know the amount of the other party's income. You can do this a variety of ways, whether it be subpoenaing their income, you can get an employer affidavit, which you would get from the employer of the other party, or you can go through discovery methods. This is a very important aspect of lowering your child support, and it's important to know exactly how much the other parties make. If you don't put on evidence of their income, you lose. Number 4, work-related daycare expenses. While you're at work, your child has to be staying somewhere, and most likely you're paying for it. So it's important to keep track of this amount that you're paying and have that when you come to court to show exactly how much money is going out the door for work-related childcare expenses. It's important that you never pay cash. Whether your child is staying with a family member or a daycare, always have some sort of record of how much money you're spending. And if you're going back to school to try and get a better job and make more money, your child's staying somewhere, and that's also a work-related daycare expense. Number 5, medical insurance premiums. And I'm not talking about the total amount that you're paying for your medical insurance. For example, if you and your wife have 2 children that are under the child support order, you would take the total amount that you're paying in the premium and divide it by 4. That gives you the premium per person. If there are 2 children under the order, you would take that amount and multiply it by 2. That is the amount that you're showing for your medical insurance premiums when it comes to calculating how much you're paying in child support. Number 6, extraordinary expenses. This can include anything from braces to medical lifts for shoes or even travel soccer. These are things that are not ordinarily thought of when it comes to calculating child support. These are things that are important to you and your children that are extraordinary. Number 7, show what you've actually been paying. For the first time that you go to court and get child support set, it's important to show the amount that you have been paying for the child, whether it be buying diapers, food, any other expenses that we've already included. It's important that you show that so that there's an accurate depiction of the amount that you're actually paying for the child. If you've been paying child support directly to the other party, which we don't advise, make sure that you show some sort of record of that as well. Number 8, if there's ever a question about paternity of the child, please get a DNA test before the order is entered. If you don't, then you lose that right. Remember, this is not an exhaustive list, but these are things that you have to show when you're going to court for child support. So get that evidence together and start prepping if you're not hiring an attorney. And even if you are hiring an attorney, you're still going to need that evidence, and I'll put it on for you. Remember, like the video, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.